Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Lifecast.
Yo.
Hello.
We have some guests here. First of all, we have Pat.
Hey.
Then Sydney.
I'm very close to this microphone.
We all are.
I'm
we have a
extra
deep
close.
personal connection with all these microphones. We got Adam.
Oh, that's me.
And we got Greg.
Yo.
And hopefully you can hear Adam and Greg. And we have a mystery guest.
Hello, yes, I'm here.
We don't know her name. We're just kind of going to figure that out along the way.
I don't either. Oh, my shawl.
That's my skirt. We're here because 4 of us played one very specific game all the way. We did something cohesive all together.
I'm honestly surprising us. We have.
I'm surprised too.
Yeah,
I'm really proud.
No one asked me to play the game. Maybe I would have.
We thought you weren't going to be on the podcast this week.
Do it right now. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a 6-hour game. We can wait.
Okay.
8.
It's like 8.
It's 8.
8?
It took me 10,
Yeah.
but I think
It took me 7.
I think 2 of those hours were me just like sitting doing nothing.
It took me 7, and it ran slow on my computer. So I think for me, it's a 6-hour game.
Yeah.
I'm also only, I want to say 20 hours into Breath of the Wild because Dave is letting me borrow his Wii U. Sweet, sweet boy. I love him.
Ah, yes, he's a goodie.
I'm 20 hours in, and I have like 1 dungeon left, and it makes me very sad.
Wait,
you have
what?
1 dungeon left after 20 hours?
Pretty much, yeah.
You should do other things too.
Why?
Did you get the Master
want to.
Sword?
No. Because there's a heart requirement that I haven't met
Yeah.
for it.
Same.
How many shrines have you done?
How many shrines?
Yeah.
I want to say like 21.
Okay. That's very quick.
Yeah, I've been making pretty good time.
Have
with
you
it.
met Sharkman?
Yeah, I met Sidon.
Have you met?
I met Gerudo Lady Urbosa. I like her more than Sharkman.
Have you
Oh,
met
yeah, it's not even close.
Not even
Falcon
close.
Man?
Yeah,
Falcon.
Falcon Man's a dick.
I like him though, because he gives me a very good ability.
Yeah, it's
It
good.
made my
I
game
like
a lot better.
the Zora ability. I won't spoil who gives it, but
Is it a Zora?
it's a Zora.
It's
Surprise.
a Zora.
I like the Zora ability a lot more.
It's very useful.
Very useful. But that's not the game we're going to be talking about today.
We could. I mean,
We could, but I feel I don't want to spoil it for Sydney or Greg.
I don't.
And I don't want to spoil the ending for myself. So
That's what I'd be talking about.
why do I have 4
Yeah.
notifications?
I mean, if we keep waiting for me,
Okay.
that's never gonna happen.
And if you wait for me, it's actually never gonna happen.
Okay, we'll do Breath of the Wild next week, I guess.
Okay.
Because it'll still be relevant. It's a fucking Zelda game. They're always relevant. We played one cohesive game today. Not today. The past
Weekend.
Few weeks.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to type in _lifecast after twitter.com, and I just typed _life because I got caught up in talking.
What is life?
No replies on that one. All right, 3 replies here. We'll get to your question from last week, and
It's the same question I put in on the comments this week.
oh.
Oh shit.
Now I
Making
feel
it
like
more
an
accessible.
actual dick. Let's see. While I load those up, who would like to introduce our game for this week?
We
Greg,
played
you
Night
haven't
in the
played it,
Woods.
You should. Oh, damn.
Thank you, Sydney, for being blunt.
We played Night in the Woods.
We did play Night in the Woods.
Yeah,
It's
we
a
did.
really
Almost.
fucking good game.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It goes places.
It goes a lot of places.
It goes a lot of places. I did talk about this game briefly before, but no one else had played it like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, 3 weeks ago at this point.
Yeah, you said it was like a cat and she's home from college for
Yeah.
reasons.
Uh-huh.
I played it like that, like the first hour of it, like God, over like a while ago.
Yeah.
But then I just kind of didn't until yesterday.
Yeah. What do you guys think of it? I'm very interested. Sorry we can't get you in on more of this conversation, but you've probably seen it in passing.
I've seen it. My first experience with this game is actually the reaction GIF of the Foxman wiggling his arms and going.
I love
name's
him.
Greg.
His name is
Yeah, his
Greg,
name
but
is
with
Greg.
2 G's.
With 2 G's.
Yeah,
Well,
that's why
3.
he's fucking lame.
Oh, yeah, it's got 3.
Sorry, Gregory.
I mean, yeah, Greg is kind of lame of the whole bunch of them.
But yeah.
Greg is pretty like
Greg is like a really lame name, which is why I've taken so warmly to it, just because it's like how unappealing and just kind of
you can make
gross
such
it
an
is.
impression. Like Greg is such a blank slate name. You
Yeah.
could really go anywhere from there.
At least your name is
Except
a
Gregory. Gregory is 1,000% like an 8-year-old boy. Like, there's no like
Or
Wears
or,
polo shirt.
or an 88-year-old man.
yeah, there's no in between. The Gregorys don't exist from the age like 12 to like 70.
Well, 13.
But think about it this way. You could be Keith.
Heath or Keith?
Both.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
This is gonna sound super dumb, but my sisters and I have a joke where the preface to this is Keet is nose in Armenian. So we had this joke like when we were little about what if an Armenian woman named their kid Keith and they got lost. So everyone would just be going like Keetature. It's like, where's your Keith? Where's your nose? It was a really dumb Armenian grammar joke when we were kids, and I still think it's funny because I know the language. It's lost on all of you because Sydney's laughing out of pity. Pat's shaking his head. Greg's staring at the table.
I like
It's
wordplay.
It's funny.
Even if it's in a foreign language that I don't know.
Oh, I know Armenian.
No, you don't. You fucking liar.
Yeah, I know like one word. It's for
Keat.
nose.
Yeah.
And there's
maybe
this really fun joke me and my family used to do all the time.
Yeah, growing up,
Yeah.
maybe if we have time, I'll give you guys a little crash course in like greetings.
Do it.
If we have time at the end of the podcast.
Can I just yell Keat?
Keith.
No, that's kind of rude. Actually,
Nose!
To your nose?
would you go up to someone who knows good like English and yell nose at them?
But then they get real self-conscious and they might punch you.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Can I do that with Stefanesco?
No!
No! That's a professor. That's a professor, and I don't recommend that because your grades depend on that.
That'd be a bad day.
If nothing else.
He doesn't know me.
Or does he?
What
I don't
department?
think he does.
What department?
Computer science.
Computer science.
Are you taking computer science class?
Yeah.
He knows people, Sydney.
He doesn't know me.
He knows the computer science students, and that's it.
Wow.
That are in that class.
I guess.
And there's like
I
five
guess
of
that
us.
wasn't true for me because the English professors knew like people outside the English department. Like they knew theater majors, they knew a lot of majors because English. You take a lot of English classes in college. Everyone needs to know how to write an essay. But that's not the core of this podcast. We are going to talk about Night in the Woods. Before we got on that tangent,
I bet May was an English major.
you know, yeah, she very much seems like it.
She gave me that vibe.
Yeah,
Didn't she mention what she studied?
I think-
or no?
I don't remember.
I think
Who studied? Someone studied poli-sci. Who was it?
That
Someone
was,
in that game.
I think it was somebody at a party.
yeah.
Someone at a party.
Someone
I think
at
it
the
was
party.
somebody at B's party
Okay.
story.
Was B throwing that party?
No.
B doesn't throw.
Oh,
That-
not in the beginning where.
Maybe we should start
No.
from the top.
Yeah, start from the top. Night in the Woods is about May Borowski, a cat woman who not the cat woman, but like a cat who presents as
Berry.
Not Selena.
an anthropomorphic cat.
an anthropomorphic cat who comes home from college in her sophomore year, the fall of her sophomore year.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
no. You are after my ire. I'm about to bring up Catwoman. Like before I can say, "Oh, Selena Kyle," he says Halle Berry. But please continue.
She comes home the fall of her sophomore year of college for reasons unknown. Which, if you have ever been to college, you could be like, "Yeah, we know," because I feel like there is a thing that I would like to dub the sophomore slump, and it happens in the fall of your sophomore year where you're just like, I am fucking done with everything. And then it continues until like you literally graduate and get a job. I can tell you that now. So May comes home from college and she talks to her parents, and her parents are like, well, we're here for you. But there's always this underlying pressure of, okay, now that you're home, like you should probably get a job and help us out. And which is totally understandable, totally reasonable. But her thing is, she kind of is still in that college mode of, I really don't want to have a job right now. I want to like figure out what I'm doing, which is an important thing for everyone to do, but it's kind of misplaced. And it makes May come across as kind of like a selfish person. And I can kind of tell the writers wanted to make sure that's not like what they wanted her actual personality to come across as. It's just the situation that she's in right now. This is the reaction she has to it. Yeah. She comes home and she starts hanging out with like her high school friends who she hasn't seen in a year. And things have obviously changed. There's B, who is running her family's hardware store.
Yes, a hardware store.
It was a while ago that I played this game. I think a month at this point. So I'm doing my best.
She runs her hardware store because her father is incompetent.
Yeah, her father is incompetent and her mother
Is deceased.
Is deceased.
Yeah.
She we're gonna like veer into spoiler territory right now.
I think
So
we already have.
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. So sorry if you wanted to play Night in the Woods.
Sorry we ruined this game.
Sorry we ruined it for you immediately. But we didn't even get to the big spoilers.
Nah.
Just have like a random edit in, and it's just like we're gonna spoil the game.
Stop listening.
Yeah.
Stop listening.
Basically.
So her mother passed away from cancer her senior year of high school. She graduated valedictorian, but instead of going to college, she had to run her family's convenience store and was forced to grow up in that sense.
Yep.
Then there is Greg and Angus, who are a gay couple.
Yep.
Which, holy shit, in a game that is this well received, the fact that exists makes me very happy. I gotta put a little bit of political correctness in there. Fucking progressiveness. Anyway,
like political correctness, yes, they are gay.
Yeah, they're gay.
That is the word.
So I lost my whole train of thought, but Greg is friends with May and is probably May's best friend from town.
Yeah.
So they like immediately when May comes back, Greg is like cutting work to hang out with her.
Yeah.
And it's like, you should come to band practice. You know, you used to play the bass all the time and now we don't have a bassist. Except for
band
Germ.
practice.
Does Germ play bass? Germ
No.
is like a
Germ just kind of hangs out and
just
watches.
hangs out.
Germ is cool.
Their bass was May on a computer.
B.
You mean B?
B on a computer. Okay.
No,
The
they're
B, the
drums.
absolute demon on synths.
I think
she
was their
she
drums
was
and
both
bass.
until May
Both?
come back.
Yeah.
May came
Yes.
back.
Oh,
So what
until-
she
oh,
did
yeah.
was
I thought
she
you meant
turned the
afterwards.
bass off on the computer and then.
Yeah, I thought you meant. Okay.
That's a musical genre.
Bass.
I'm trying my best.
Thank you, Greg. And what else?
Angus.
Is
I know nothing about Angus.
Angus.
Same.
Please enlighten us, Deanna, because
I think I
you're
was the only
one
person who
did
took Angus's route.
You
I
took
didn't
Angus's
know
route?
how to. Like every time I
Really?
would go to visit,
I
him,
don't
he'd just
even
say,
know
"Oh,
if
hey,
I like
okay, bye."
did.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like he was such a tertiary character, stealing words from the fucking wiki that I was looking at yesterday. Angus is such a tertiary character that like when he's available to hang out, you kind of found out things that you would have found out from other people's storylines anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Did you go to Donut Wolf with Greg and Angus?
No.
Yes.
I did not.
I did.
I did too. Maybe it's part of both of theirs. Okay, so he does have his own thing then.
Okay.
Angus is very nihilistic and
Yes.
very, very blunt about we exist and it really doesn't matter in the cosmic sense, but it matters in like the personal sense. So I'm going to take care of the people that matter to me. And Greg is very much the opposite of that, where he is reckless and something that I kind of resonate with. He says in the game he has very up days and very down days. And he finds it hard to find a balance between those. And he is actually very worried about fucking up his relationship with Angus because he knows Angus is good for him. And he knows Angus needs him as much as he needs Angus. So there are a lot of like dynamics at play where May comes back and she feels left out of the loop immediately.
What animal is Angus?
Angus is
He's
a bear.
He also has asthma.
Yeah, he has asthma, but he...
I could show you pictures of everything. while we're-
Greg is a fox and B is a crocodile.
That'll make sense.
Yeah.
That's May.
Oh my God, why is
That's
Bear like a fucking?
Angus. That's Greg.
His name's not Bear. Okay, important.
B.
I guess I get
Germ.
someone from the outside. So how this game is described to me so far just seems like it's I love Angus. But
Right?
how it's described to me is that this just seems like a real story. And everyone's an animal.
Yeah,
That is
That is exactly
just-
how it is.
No, yeah,
is this a thing that happens where it's like, I am a part of the bear family. We can't actually make babies because we're of two different species. Yeah. I am from Cat Clan. Is it like brought up, or is it
they
like,
don't ever bring
That's
that
not
up.
a
okay.
addressed.
So it's literally just like this is a true story, but everyone looks like an animal.
Exactly.
Okay.
Everybody has very real issues that they address with like very real terms. Mm-hmm. Like there's
But it's presented in a very cute manner.
Exactly. There are segments where May has like internal monologues with herself about self-doubt and like representation to other people, and her own thoughts and feelings about things like that.
The fact that they're animals is just for artistic reasons, not for
Yeah.
story reasons at all.
Okay. I just want to know, like, the crocodile. Every once in a while, I'll just be like throwing a fish into her mouth, doing a death roll.
No, she just has a cigarette in her mouth constantly.
Just like
Yeah.
every once in a while, like Greg cuts his leg and she smells the blood and goes into a frenzy, just bites off his leg.
No, but Greg, if you knife fight in the woods with Greg, he can stab him in the hand.
Yeah.
I didn't do that one either.
What the fuck?
I did it.
As for
I literally only
I
did
think
bees.
I think I did like everyone's except for bees.
See, I did all of B and like nobody else.
'Cause
I
didn't-
tried
I
to
didn't- she
split it
didn't-
up evenly.
Yeah, me too.
I went back and forth, but like
Yeah.
I think in the pattern I did it, I think I got all the shitty ones for Greg and
Oh,
all the good
no.
ones for B.
Okay.
Like
Because
because
I didn't seek out B separately. I wanted
I
to know what
did.
was going on between Greg and Angus mostly.
Yeah.
Because Greg seemed like he had the most personal stakes in May's life.
yeah, like I would
Maybe that's what they wanted me to think.
See, like, I got into that except from the very first time that we had band practice where B was kind of, like, dismissive of May.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I don't need to try and impress Greg. Greg already likes me.
Yeah.
So,
that's
like,
how I felt
let
too.
me go and fix things with B. And from there,
Okay.
like, her story dynamics were just way more interesting to
Yeah.
me than Greg's. Because
That's fair.
The first thing
Greg-
that I did with Greg was beat up a car. And I'm like, this isn't fun.
Turbo. Turbo mode.
as someone from the outside, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah. So as you're like reconciling with all of your friends, still veering into just straight up spoiler territory here.
Yep.
You find a severed arm
And you poke
on
it.
the ground and you poke it.
with a stick.
What?
Yeah, there are murders going on in town. And
Yeah.
your aunt
Is a
Aunt
is a
Molly,
cop.
Aunt Malcop,
At Monka.
like sees you notice this thing and she's like, "What the fuck? Like, don't go causing trouble in town, please."
Stop poking it. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah. And later on, after Harvest Fest?
Yeah.
Harfest?
Harfest
something. Yeah.
something
Some sort of pun.
punny.
Hold on.
Yeah, because we're skipping over
Excuse me.
the first party that they go to.
Oh,
Nothing
shit,
really
sorry.
important happens.
Nothing
there.
important happens at the
May
party.
gets
but
really
May,
drunk.
May gets
Oh,
really
yeah,
drunk and
she-
embarrasses
she-
herself in front of her
Sure,
ex.
yeah.
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 But
But like he doesn't come up afterwards.
no, he
No.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Which that's refreshing. I think.
It's good for May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely good for May. After Harfest, May sees someone get snatched.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she decides to follow where the person who is doing the snatching, doing the verb, goes. And it's this, she thinks it's a ghost, but it's, well, we'll get to that later. It's not a ghost, spoilers. She follows them to like the outskirts of town almost, and Aunt Malcop, well, her aunt, says, "You don't want to get tangled up in this, basically. Go home, stay safe, and like don't investigate any further." Naturally, being this being a video game, May is
You go there.
immediately like, "Guys, we need to investigate."
God
right
damn
now."
it! From what you described to me, May is now officially a white girl. This is a horror movie, and she is
absolutely.
trying to die.
No, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
No, she's a cat.
No, she's a white
black
girl.
cat, no less.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You got two things wrong.
Damn.
I mean, I don't think she intentionally wants to like confront the ghost. She just wants to find out if it is a ghost. So she doesn't want to go like actively find it.
Yeah.
But she keeps getting pulled in further and further, and she
She
keeps having
has her
these
own
dreams.
reasons to find it too, because like she
Exactly.
keeps having these like almost like existential fucking crises.
Those are so
Crises.
cool, though.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
like she wants
where
to
you have to go find
The
the
dream
weird
sequences?
the dream
dreams.
sequences are very cool.
and she like thinks that this ghost that she saw is somewhat related to the
To that.
thoughts
Yeah.
that she's having. So
Yeah.
she has her own motives to go find.
Yeah, so it's
the
not like
killer.
a white person in a haunted house like, "Wow, honey, this is gonna be a great start for our family."
Billy, where are you?
Billy, where's the dog? The dog's dead on the front yard. Sorry, trigger warning, animal death. Dog's dead on the front yard. Wow, this is a strange occurrence. I still think this home will be good for my average American family with 2.7 kids and no dog.
0.7.
Yeah. It's probably higher now, but I think that's the average number of kids that someone has in America.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
Actually, I want to look that up real quick.
If you were in Night of the Woods, what animal do you think you would be?
2.5 children are
duck?
ideal.
I'd be a duck.
You'd be a duck, okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Pat? What
Interlude.
animal, what would your Night in the Woods animal be? I'm asking this to everyone, so
I'm
think
a big
about
fan
it.
of ducks.
Can I answer for Pat?
Go
A
ahead.
raccoon.
Why?
Because you like to snack and you don't sleep.
And you like to, like all your snacks are on the ground, so it's like your personal trash
Yeah,
bin.
ground
I can
chips.
totally see like a raccoon in a beanie. I dig that.
Yeah, though.
What about you, Sydney?
I don't know.
We should give everybody their animal.
Yeah, we should give everyone their animal if
All
they don't
right.
know.
What is Sydney as an animal?
My back cracked when I
Maybe.
did that.
Was it a good crack?
No.
Are there any dogs in this game? I could see her being a dog.
Yeah.
Basic, though.
Yeah,
it
that's
is pretty basic, unfortunately. We have to go
Or a
with something
bird.
creative.
I know.
Never mind. Not a bird.
No, I wouldn't be.
I could see. You
I mean,
being
I could
a bird.
see it, but like, if you don't want to be a bird, you don't have to be a
Well,
bird.
I
it's
just
not her
aggressively
choice.
squawk at people.
I mean,
It's
isn't
not
that
your
what-
choice. We're choosing for you. You're a bird, but a nice bird. Does exist.
At least you didn't make me something
Yeah.
that could swim. Because I can't.
You're a
I'm just B, but without
I don't
the
actually know
cigarette.
any birds. They're
You'd be a
parrots.
cockatoo. You just scream constantly.
I'd have fabulous hair.
You do a scream.
That's true.
You'd have real good hair,
Um,
but you can't hold your voice back, and you just.
All right, a bird of some kind. We
Yeah.
don't know many bird types. We'll say
Oh, a toucan.
Your falcon, Falco.
Got that
Lombardi.
good
I'm
ass-
Falco.
Your Falco Lombardi.
You prefer
All
the
right,
hair.
Deanna. What is Deanna's animal?
I don't know.
I'm leaning towards like a deer.
A deer?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
totally get. It.
I feel deer.
I feel
deer.
deer. Do I have
deer.
antlers?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's an important
Like
distinction.
small antlers.
Okay.
I was thinking no.
Like little
antlers.
nubs?
If
I'm-
anyone like the
Wait,
hold on, I have-
don't female deer not have antlers?
No, it's the opposite.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
female deer have antlers and male deer shed their antlers.
Okay, so you.
Am I thinking of like moose or something or an elk? I feel like there's like
Maybe.
they have like giant fucking.
Yeah,
horns.
moose have giant antlers
Yeah.
and females have no antlers.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Oh.
moose. You're not a moose.
No. I'm thinking- what animal would you be, Greg?
That's
Yeah,
not
this is
for
a
me to
short
decide.
Are there any animals in Dark Souls?
No. We
can't
about his
do that.
personality, not his preference in
God
games.
damn it! We always do this.
I know we do.
Really, you did make your bed with this one.
Did I?
You talk about Dark Souls like almost
Come on,
every
look-
podcast.
Look me directly in the
I
fucking
mean,
eye.
that's because it's a running
I
joke.
That wasn't long enough.
Oh, sorry.
Let's see. What would Greg
I
be?
wanna say like an elk.
An elk.
An elk.
Like an upgraded deer?
Yeah. mostly
I'm
just
better,
'cause we're thinking
Sydney.
about deer.
No, I don't think he'd be an elk.
No.
No.
Elks are like slightly too lazy.
I can be pretty lazy at times.
Yeah.
What about?
What about like a bear? Are you just Angus?
Yeah, maybe
He
I'm
has the
Angus.
glasses.
I do have glasses. I'm not as dapper as Angus. I'd be more like
You
like a
could be, though.
grizzly. I'm a bit
You
too
could
I'm
be
a bit too
black
passionate.
bear.
A black bear.
Black bears are the smallest bears.
I am pretty small.
They're like they're a step above like dog in New Hampshire. No, they just like roam and eat people's trash, and people like, oh yeah, there's a bear in the yard.
I can't wait for Dave to see a bear.
Oh my god. Yeah,
He's probably gonna adopt it.
I'm trying.
Like this is a puppy
trying
now.
really hard.
Yeah, from based off
Are
just
you gonna
Angus's.
call him Bear?
Dave.
Yeah, once he gets a
Wait, what?
beard,
No, they'll be called a bode.
a boot.
Bode.
Adopt a,
What?
adopt a bear, call it
I
Bear.
hate you.
What'd I do?
Bode. Oh, the
Bowden.
meme.
I can't see from here.
I also can't see.
Is it the Bode meme?
No.
Aw.
All right, we're spending. What animal am I?
Yeah. What animal are you?
I
What
put
was
it.
this?
I put it on my story.
It's a black bear.
I'm trying to think real hard. I'm trying to think of an
Yeah.
animal that fits your personality.
I think you'd fit either the crocodile or a
Crocodile's
bear.
too aggressive.
Yeah, crocodile's way too aggressive.
Yeah,
but
I'm a big bitch, but I'm also very passionate.
What really
I need
lets
a
you
pa-
take
a
crocodiles
passionate
are big
bitch.
bitches if you hold their jaws down. They only got that downward momentum.
You could be like a
I
mole.
mean, I'm soft. Not that I'm not capable of murder.
Are you a chinchilla?
You know, like,
Craig's a
I'm
chinchilla.
not easy to kill.
like the more that I'm thinking about it, bears do fit well, but I don't want to just say bear because that's boring.
I
Yeah.
mean, if the
It
glove
fits.
fits, you must acquit.
I
does
think it's
fit.
bear.
Like
Yeah, we'll get back to this later. We'll stew on it for a little bit. Let it marinate.
Okay, sure.
yeah.
Yeah, but if I was a bear,
Leave
like
your
not all
animals
bears
in
are the
the
same. You know,
comments.
I'm not necessarily Angus. I could be like a grizzly bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're big and dumb, just like me. I mean,
I mean, you're not that dumb. I have met dumber who have made it
I mean,
farther.
it-
than you.
here's something
Oh.
about me. I
your hand down,
I
Pat.
use negative terms affectionately. When I say I'm dumb, I don't. There's no like.
You're like lovable.
There's no
dumb.
negative
Oh, I mean it
connotations.
negatively.
Be nice.
All right, you're a fucking Sasquatch. That's your animal.
Adam is the cryptid that May goes to find. So getting back on this track, May starts having.
You didn't decide mine. I decided mine.
It's true. He decided that he wanted to be a duck.
He just did.
What?
Yeah, you're
Sasquatch.
Yeah, you're
Fucking
Sasquatch because
rude.
you're rude today.
I feel like a weasel.
Today, a weasel.
Yeah.
A weasel.
It's
I feel
How
like
about
they're on,
like a panda, a red panda?
they're so soft.
my soft.
I can actually. It's weird. It's weird because we had already
Or a
given it
koala
to
bear.
Pat, but I can honestly see you being a raccoon. There's something about the structure, the structure of your beard and your face that almost like has the stripe mentality to it.
Greg,
Okay.
you'd
Yep.
be a koala bear.
How'd you know koala bears are my favorite fucking animal?
I didn't. That was just an educated guess.
Yes, I could totally see myself being a koala bear.
What about an emu or an ostrich?
Ostrich. I don't know if fast enough to be an ostrich.
They do kick really hard,
They
and
do.
you are known to kick hard.
Am I?
What?
No,
I'm trying to think. Have I ever kicked something?
I like raccoon.
Yeah, I like
But I
raccoon.
don't want to be the same thing as Pat. Pat's lame.
And then we have to give Pat another animal. It just keeps going.
All right, you know what? You're a flamingo because you're fucking sassy.
Damn. A purple flamingo.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. All right, now that that's decided. If you're not happy with that, we'll come up with one later.
If the shoe fits, wear it.
If the flat webbed foot fits.
Wear it.
Gross.
Yep. So May starts having these dreams, which are really, really beautifully put together sequences where you have to go find 4 parts of a song.
Yes.
There are 4 people playing parts of a song, and you need to seek them out.
Yeah.
This part I actually kind of hated because I was playing on my laptop and it started stuttering at
Oh
those parts.
no.
So like I was moving really slowly and the platforming in that section was not fun.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed them a lot because they were just gorgeous.
Yeah, I felt they were kind of stupid for like different reasons. I felt
Yeah.
like they didn't necessarily.
It,
They didn't convey the points that I honestly
Yeah, it
don't know
was
what the
hard-
fuck they were trying to tell me.
it was
Yeah.
hard
Like,
to place.
That was my problem.
Yeah.
Is like I really liked them. I loved them aesthetically. I love the colors and the music. But I was like, I don't get this.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they
What-
obviously didn't do that for nothing. They're doing that for a reason. And every time after I
What
finish
was
it,
that
I'm like,
reason?
was that honestly just to fill out the game? Because
Yeah.
like I'm having these dream sequences that are practically the same every time.
Yeah.
With the same people in it,
Mm-hmm.
just playing the same fucking song.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is this to represent insanity? Because I'm going fucking insane doing this every time I go to sleep.
I think it is. Well, this is my like English major take on it, but I think it is meant to represent like the things that are happening around May,
Yeah.
taking a wear on her like mental state,
Yeah. But they
so that she can't like even a good night's sleep can't distance her enough from the problems.
Yeah. And then I'm not setting this stuff up until the last stream she has.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, maybe if like we saw inklings of this in other things,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe a little more obvious, maybe some kind of dialogue, some kind of
Yeah.
way of telling me
Yeah.
what's happening, other than just
Other than just hey
making it-
friends,
making
weird
it-
things are happening.
yeah, making it feel like they're genuinely just trying to make this game longer.
Yeah.
That's what it felt
Yeah.
like at certain points.
Yeah.
Because some of those dream sequences took a while to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was it? The one where you're on the rooftops?
That one took me a really long time. I just couldn't find one of
I
the
couldn't-
people,
I
and then I
couldn't do the
fell and found
platforming.
him.
Yeah. The platforming sucked in that one. I'll be very blunt with
Yeah.
that.
I was running on my computer, so I was fine.
Yeah.
I just didn't find those parts fun, and they didn't seem to add much until the very
The music
end.
was good though.
Yeah, the music was good.
Yeah.
And then the way they do tie it in at the end is May goes up ascends in a sense to meet this cosmic cat that says this is the last time you'll be in like this plane.
Yeah.
Things are going to happen basically, and you won't necessarily know why.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't be able to give you the answers. You'll have to figure it out for yourself. You'll have to figure out what it means to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't have dreams again as May. Yep.
Well, do you go to sleep again after that, other than like?
Yeah, you do go to sleep.
Yeah, you do. Because I remember distinctly like going to sleep and not having a dream sequence.
Oh, because then you just wake up like outside, right? You wake up outside the house or something like that.
Yeah.
Do you wake up somewhere?
I think you wake up in your room.
You wake up in your room like normal.
Yeah, you wake up.
No, but then you
room.
like leave, and it doesn't take you to the kitchen or something like that. Like you just.
It doesn't force you to go to the kitchen.
Well, it never really does. Only a few
Yeah.
times. But I'm saying like you wake up, you go somewhere, and then you're there. Like there's no actual. It's just like a cut.
Yes.
I don't.
It's fuck. You're getting ready to go find. It's fine. It's on a stabilize thing, shock mount.
Okay.
You go. I think you're about to go with your friends to like get to the source of what's happening.
That might be it.
Yeah.
And I remember
you go like past the outskirts of town and you find where these people are congregating.
Yeah.
Because there's more than one ghost figure.
Mm-hmm.
You do find what they're doing, and you find out what they're doing, which that I will not spoil on this podcast because that is fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have a quick question because
So-
you just reminded me of it that you don't have to go to the kitchen every day. Who else said hi to their mom every day?
I did.
Every
I
single
did.
day.
Every
Okay,
day.
I felt bad
Not every
leaving
day.
the house without doing
I
that.
know.
I did accidentally once, and then I went back in.
If she called me over, I did. But other than that, I didn't.
That sounds like.
I feel like that's really reminiscent
That's
of
very
all of our
reminiscent.
relationships with our own real life mothers.
Damn, this shit got heavy.
That's another point I would like to get to as we discuss this game. But what is it? As the events progress, you realize that this group of people are doing these terrible, awful things to, in essence, quote unquote, protect the town, and you're not sure that it's right.
I was very fuzzy on that. Like
I was very fuzzy on
I
that
got
also.
it, but I was like, I feel like there isn't enough like holding this thing down
Yeah.
for it to warrant
That was-
existing.
That's my main flaw with it. I feel like they could have tied the dream sequences into that better.
Yes.
Or like that to literally anything
Yeah.
else.
I feel like all the places this game goes in the end aren't very relevant.
Yeah.
And I think this game would have been more cohesive and a lot better.
Yeah.
If it more so focused on
Just
the friends
focused on-
itself.
Yeah.
And just them living life rather than trying to add this extra
Yeah.
thing into it, which they don't really like. At a
Yeah.
certain point, you
I
have to
feel
make
like-
this thing a story.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like the way they did it, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I was talking with the kidnappers per se, when you find out what they're doing, they're the different dialogue options, and it's like, oh, I see what you're doing, and then one of them was just like, what? And I'm like, I actually don't know what is going on
Yeah.
right
Mhm.
now.
And-
I can't piece this together myself.
And it's something that you honestly kind of forget about, like
Yeah,
what happens. Because like when I
absolutely.
played, like granted, I probably did a disservice to myself.
Yeah.
But I played the beginning, like a month ago, and I found the fucking arm.
Yeah.
And then I kind of forgot that there was an arm on the ground. And then when that kid got kidnapped,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah,
Oh yeah. Arm.
there's something happening here.
Yeah.
And like, I honestly felt
Yeah.
like they could have totally just done without that arc,
Yeah.
and it would have made it a lot more cohesive.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a second, and
Okay.
and I can see why they put it in.
Yeah.
I think they were going for an angle of May's dissociation almost
Yeah.
with the things going on around her,
Yeah.
and that manifested in like the dream sequences she was having and this
Yeah.
huge thing that's happening just outside of her world, which she's
Yeah.
kind of not a part of.
Yeah.
And that's reflected in like her relationships with her friends and in what happens with the arm and the kidnapping and the group of people.
Yeah.
But it's a stretch.
Yeah.
I will admit that. But I can kind of see the connection. It doesn't mean like it's there and it's strong and like,
Yeah.
oh, you guys are so dumb for not realizing.
Yeah.
No, that's just me reading into it,
Yeah.
reading into the symbolism of things a little bit.
I just feel like it's when you introduce something like an ethereal element or something like that, you really have to stick with it and make sure
Yeah.
that's going to make sense.
Yeah.
Because, like, I got bits and pieces of, like, the cult's motive and things about how...
Oh, they're
like,
definitely a cult. Don't put that in air quotes.
Yeah.
but like I understood what they were doing with like the capturing of people and like the disposing of people, like that made sense, but like they were feeding this weird demonic beast. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck, where'd that come from?
Yeah.
Like, and that didn't seem to have any
No,
It's like-
relevance to what was happening.
and it's
either.
like the basic message of like, oh, we're weeding out the people who are useless to the town and all that stuff. Like that made sense.
And it's like you killed a kid. Just
Yeah.
like you killed a
Like you
child.
could have very well
That's what
killed an
you
orphan,
did.
and that like who the fuck does
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
But like that had bearings because like that kind of was like it's malicious, but I understood like old man, like a fear of change and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
But I was like, please don't feed demons.
Yeah,
This got really
that
weird.
just kind of seems like common sense.
As someone from the outside, what the actual fuck? Okay,
Yeah.
so we got a game about a college girl who comes back home
She's a
Find
cat.
herself.
to find herself.
Yeah.
She
And
doesn't.
Instead,
She finds limbs
arm.
and a cult.
and kidnapping.
And my only question is, and this is probably something that'll happen throughout the game, or maybe I would understand if I played it, but why? From the perspective of someone who doesn't write but understands sort of basic story structure, how does the cult relate to the sort of theme of the game? And how does this help May's growth as a character?
It really
It doesn't.
doesn't.
Okay,
At
cool.
least from what I played.
Yeah.
Like when I heard the like demonic stuff, I was like, should I have done more stuff with the church?
Maybe if I put more money in the basket.
No,
yeah,
They
so
wouldn't
that's how
have been feeding us.
Scientology gets you.
It's
I didn't
because
go
your
to the
mom
church
is very
once.
involved
Once.
in the church.
Yeah.
And like it's kind of allude to like, oh, you should go there and like visit me and stuff. And like I
I did
into,
once.
I ran into the preacher and she was very nice.
Yeah.
And I talked to like the little hill area place.
Yeah, what the fuck? The citizens were like kicking this homeless guy out of his like camp in the woods.
Yeah.
Fucking rude.
But they were gonna give him a
In
new
the
house or
woods.
something, right?
Yeah.
Is that what
No, I think they were just like, you're bothering us living up on this hill. Find somewhere else to
No, but
live.
the lady said they're gonna help him out.
Did the pastor?
Yeah, the
Yes.
pastor.
Of course, the pastor said it.
Yeah.
She probably like put up her own home because that's what pastors should do.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna get it. we're not gonna launch into that discussion.
The only time I went to the church in that game, it was like during that like scuffle you have with your mother.
Yeah.
And I went there to see if she was there, and she wasn't. I'm like, oh well, I'm not coming back here.
I think I went after I reconciled with her,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, I guess I'll visit you at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what happened with me because I looked over at the church one time and got the journal entry, and she said something about like, oh, it looks like ruins, and I was like, what the fuck? Did like the school catch on fire or something?
Yeah.
And then I didn't realize it until like I went home like 2 days later and was like, oh, it's just the church. And then like you have your little fight with your mom, and I went there and ran into the pastor and was like, oh hey. And she's like,
Yeah.
oh, hello. And I'm like, cool, bye.
I
So,
didn't
yeah.
visit the church once.
Yeah. Now that we sorry.
I have a question. Who
Yeah.
the fuck is Shaw Lady? Did you meet Greg's mom or something?
What?
What?
The fucking oh, hey, Gregory. Hey,
Oh, she had to go.
no, I assumed that had something to do with Night in the Woods.
No.
Was
Oh,
I wrong?
no. That's just a bit.
That was
just a bit.
That was 100% a bit.
That was 100%
Yeah.
a bit.
What
Yeah.
the fuck? I assumed since there was a character called Gregory in this fucking game, and we were about to talk about this game, that you were
No.
referencing this
No.
game.
No, that
Okay.
was all
That was
improv.
100%
I
a bit.
I don't think
you like
Greg's
kids, you like my
parents are
bit?
in the
Yeah,
thing
Greg's
at
parents
all.
are not in
Okay.
the
Okay.
game.
Yeah, you
And
like my
neither are
improv, though?
Angus's
That's-
for obvious
I
reasons.
tried
There
my
are
best.
It seems like everyone in this game has parental issues and or missing parents except for May.
Yeah.
May has the parental issues, but she is not missing one or more parents.
Yeah.
Angus is, well, spoilers. Angus came from a very abusive household, and kind of gained his nihilism from that. Nihilism, atheism, you name it, he probably has it. Not like they're diseases you could catch, but he.
I don't know. Have you been on our atheist?
Of course you.
I've been on everything on Reddit.
it's a cesspool of
Yeah,
awful.
really.
Something.
But yeah, he developed those ways of thinking after coming out of that and being really, as a child is, forced to interact with whatever fucking family you've got. Greg's parents dumped him on his grandparents' farm for a summer or a year when he was
I don't
a kid.
think I got that.
You know,
I don't think I got that
I'm
either.
sorry, repeat
Greg's parents dumped him on his grandparents' farm or his uncle's farm.
Yeah, I didn't get that either.
Whoa, all right.
Maybe I got
I didn't
that.
spend enough time with Greg, apparently.
Oh, okay. This is where Greg is talking about moving to a preppier.
Away? Yeah.
Moving
okay.
away.
Yeah, he mentions
And-
that.
And it's in the time where he talks about, he got a tattoo of a sheep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And no, you guys didn't go to Donut Wolf.
No.
No,
He
but
wants
he
to get a
did.
tattoo of a sheep.
No, he already has it.
He mentioned the tattoo,
I
and he
must have read it
mentioned
wrong.
moving in another arc. This was the one where
Yeah,
you had-
that was after you got the mechanical, like, Chuck E. Cheese doll.
that was in the same thing.
Yeah.
Because that's the
Yep.
only
Because Angus
thing
was
that I
away.
did with
Right.
Greg.
Yeah.
Angus was away, and he was getting the mechanical doll as a surprise for Angus.
That's the only
as a
reason
sort
I
of
visited Greg was because Angus wasn't there, and I felt bad for him.
as a sort of like hybrid cobbled together child for the both of them. That smells weird. If you go to Donut Wolf with Angus and Greg, they have a little quarrel. They end up making up in the end, which, holy shit, I was so scared that was going to be the end of them. But they end up making up in the end, and Greg talks about how he was shipped away to his uncle's grandparents' farm while he was a kid.
I think it was his uncle's.
Yeah. And he was tasked with like bring the sheep in, bring the sheep out.
That's appropriate for a fox.
Yeah. And
Whoa, symbolism.
Oh shit!
one day he just did not close the gate, I think, when the
Yes.
sheep were getting
And they got out.
in. They left, like they started running across the highway, and he recounts this tale of like all these sheep just kind of going to their death. Like some broke their legs in like the little ditch leading up to the highway.
This is dreadful.
Yeah, so a lot got splattered by like trucks and cars and things like that.
2 went across.
2 went across. One
Splat.
came back. Yeah, the
2
other
more.
one made it to the second half of the highway. Splat.
And then
And
one
one-
made it fully across.
One made it fully across, and he recounts he made eye contact with that sheep.
And then went to come back and then splat.
No, that sheep goes.
Oh, that's right, actually.
That sheep got freedom,
That's right.
and that's why he
But
got
at
the
the cost
tattoo.
of like 8 others dying.
You know,
Have we discussed the potentiality and how kind of fucked up that this animal is talking about hurting
Yeah.
other animals? It's like that.
Oh, no,
it's like that
yeah.
Goofy and Pluto thing.
I'm pretty
where
sure
it's
they have, like, pets.
Pluto is like a pet dog and Goofy's just like a person
Oh, there
dog.
absolutely is. There was one house that I walked by that had a cat just on the porch, and I was like, that could be me.
Yeah.
But I speak.
Okay.
yeah, the anthropomorphized animals is just a storytelling medium.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
definitely.
we're not meant to like read into animals hurting other animals. This isn't some Zootopia sort of like social commentary type thing.
Okay. It probably is. I can already see the threads on Reddit. Like, Sid and Theory,
Oh my
with the
God.
sheep were
It's a
actually
game
they were
theory.
actually representatives of.
What, too good? Too
No,
good of an
I
impression?
hate Matt Pat.
So
I
you,
don't hate them,
No,
but I can see why you would though.
you did
Hold
Donut Wolf.
I did
and
Donut Wolf.
Greg
Yes.
and Angus.
Yeah,
You-
I think it was Angus initiated it.
Okay.
Yeah, because Angus was like, "Yeah, let's go."
How did you actually get that to happen? Because every single time I visited Angus, he said hi, mentioned something about videos, and then just stopped talking.
I had the same thing.
Oh,
and I'd talk to
no.
him twice, and the same thing would happen.
It was
You-
Greg and
How did it happen?
excuse me, Greg and Angus were gonna go on a date, and Greg invites you.
Okay.
And so Angus, well, I think it's an Angus storyline through Greg.
Okay.
Correct, like someone email contact@thelifecast.net and correct me if I'm wrong. Just gonna shill that real quick. And Angus is like pissy the entire car ride because they borrow B's car to get out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Angus is pretty upset that Greg essentially fucking ruined their date night. And
Yeah.
like, honestly, Angus, I fucking feel you.
Honestly, when you said that, that was the first thing I thought. I'm
Yeah, it's
oh,
like, I
Greg,
totally
you're such a
sympathize
cunt.
I think I remember saying no to that for that specific reason.
Yeah, I was a dumbass and I was like, I want to hang out with Angus.
Not you.
Yeah, I was like, I get to see Angus and Greg. Wow. I feel like that's just me as a person. Like, wow, I get to hang out with all 2 of my friends at once. I still thought B did not like me at this point.
Oh, I knew B didn't like me at that point.
But
I was trying.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I think I picked their dialogue, their like hangout option before I could like get to B. Anyway, but yeah, that was a heart-wrenching experience there. Really all over.
Mm-hmm.
I think they did a really good job of writing these characters and making
Absolutely.
them personable.
Yeah.
Which is where a lot of games fall short. And it's like, even though May was kind of like an asshole most of the time, I was like, I really understand where she's coming from, and I think not all of her actions were justified, but a lot of them were.
That's what I really liked about B's storyline is that May is a very good foil to her.
Yeah.
Because May is kind of the college student who didn't have to grow up and is still kind of like living in that fantasy world of like, oh, I'm just hanging out with my friends. I live at home. And B's like, I work full time for a living, and my dad is washed up and severely depressed, and my mom's dead.
Mm-hmm. I'm also severely depressed, but I can't fucking say that to my dad, who literally lost his wife to cancer.
Basically. But, like, the storylines you have together, just, they flip-flop between very touching and, like, some of the dialogue options. I'm like, May, you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Don't fucking say that.
Yeah, like the spat she had with her mom, I was like, I hate how much of myself I'm seeing in this, because I've definitely said these things to my mother, too, and I hate myself for it.
Like, it doesn't come out so much in their first meeting where they go to the mall and they're just kind of hanging out.
B?
Yeah, you can go to the mall with B.
I did not go to the mall with
I
B.
did.
I think that might be my favorite one, honestly. It was just
Oh.
nice.
It's silly.
I think I'm gonna go back and like get the B experience.
It's
and do the
it's
things that
very
I
worth
B
it.
experience.
the B experience.
In the mall one, you shoplift,
Oh,
and then
cool.
return your items, and you make a water fountain splash on people.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was fun.
But then the one after that, you go to dinner at her place,
Yeah.
and you pick out the groceries and all that. You
Oh
pick
my
the
God.
dinner, and then you have dinner with her dad, and he's very distant. He mentions football a little bit,
Oh no.
but then you can go and hang out in B's room. And May basically has this really out of the blue confrontation with her about like, you don't have to take this shit.
Yeah.
He's your dad. And I'm like,
And,
May.
and, like,
May.
and there was no reason.
No.
Because like the father didn't even really say much. I think he mentioned something about like the bill or something
Yeah,
like that.
absolutely nothing prompted it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Okay.
This makes me
why?
very angry.
Yeah.
I feel like based on how you guys are describing the game, I would like literally hate, like despise May.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the sort of feeling I would
I
get.
think
she's kind of a piece
She's
of shit.
absolutely
piece of
written
shit.
to not really be liked.
Yeah. But in that there is a little bit of charm.
Yes, and
Like I very much appreciate how well May is written.
yeah. The redeeming qualities came up for me in their third story where B invites you to a party, and it's kind of like her.
Oh, there's another party?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
This is a completely different
Wait, you
party.
said a third one?
Gotcha.
Yeah. No, it's the one where you
Second.
and B go to it together.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought
That's
that
There's
was
where you
like-
dance.
there's
I
the
thought
college
there was a
party and then
third
there's
one.
B's party.
Yeah.
I
There's a
think.
second party?
Yes.
Which it's a really good one.
This
Okay.
is a fantastic story. Like, I want to do the third versions of everybody's story now, but like without playing the rest of the game, basically.
I just want to watch them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But B's,
You
you
do.
go to a party with her, and the girl who invited B, you're not good friends with at all.
Okay.
And like May being the socially awkward cat person that she is, makes really bad conversation. And she's like, I'm gonna go dance forever. And like you have
Did she get drunk again?
no, she has this really like oddly bizarre, cute moment with another female, I think bear.
Okay.
And they like have this weird handshake. And then she like
that's
writes in the
adorable.
diary like, oh my god, she's a goddess. But basically, you fuck up really badly.
Yeah.
And you basically blow that B is not a college student. You're like, oh yeah, tell him how you work in your dad's store. And B's like, shut up, May. And May's like, oh yeah, tell him, B. And she's like, shut the fuck up, May.
Oh, that's
And then
so
B
shitty.
bolts.
That is so shitty.
But they have a really, really nice makeup at the end.
There was a lot more than just that in the bolt.
I'm-
Like, she kept fucking
Yeah.
up and fucking up and
Oh my
fucking
god,
up and
I'm
fucking
definitely
up.
gonna go
It
back
was-
this weekend.
Maybe
and
it was
play
on purpose.
Yeah.
I totally think that's
She
on
curses
purpose.
at somebody because they won't move out of the way so she can jump on their car so she can take the rooftops, and they're just like, there's so much that happens in so little time, but it's so executed
It really
well.
sucks.
Yeah.
And the
Wow.
dialogue is just, it's incredible because they basically have the whole thing of like, we're both being really shitty to each other. Let's be slightly less shitty.
Yeah.
And B just kind of opens up and is like, May, I can't do what you want me to do because that's not my life and I don't have that option. Like, those chapters literally brought me to tears because I'm like, this fucking hurts.
Yeah. I hate having those types of conversations with people.
Yep.
All right. Unfortunately, I do have to call for final thoughts on Night in the Woods because we have been going for 50 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah. We went all in on this game. The one we all play.
Yeah. Maybe we should do this more frequently.
Yeah.
This feels good.
There's a lot of things I do really like about Night in the Woods, but there's also a lot of things I really hate about Night in the Woods. I don't like how kind of almost like the black and white it feels like. Say when you wake up and it's like, okay, well, what do I do today? Okay, well, I pick someone.
Yeah, you could do this or this or
this.
this, and like it's at the sacrifice of doing two other things.
Yeah, and that's it every time for the entire game for a long period of time. There aren't really many changes of that stuff, and you know, like at a certain point, I felt like I was just wasting my time, just like walking from place to place to see what was going on. And I don't really like that about it. I don't like the shoehorned arc that we talked about.
Yep.
I think that's completely unnecessary.
That's fair.
No, I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty good.
Okay.
I don't want to say like I wanted this, but I kind of wanted like religion to be slightly involved because I felt like it was supposed to be there and then it just wasn't.
Because your mom did have like a presence.
Yeah,
in the church.
there's so many hints at like, oh, you should come to the church. I work in the church, and especially with like the whole demonic elements at the end, I'm like,
fucking feed the goat.
Yeah.
I really wish there were less subtle hints about things.
Yeah.
That's my one main complaint.
And I have another quick question.
Yeah.
Did you hang out with Germ at all?
No, I couldn't.
Okay. Yes. I got two options to hang out with Germ, and one of them I turned down because he was just kind of like, you want to hang out? And one of the dialogue options was yes, and the other one was I have other plans.
Oh, okay.
And it was like, I didn't want to blow off B.
Okay.
But yeah, you get to hang out with Germ, and I don't know if there's more options, but
Yo, what if Germ is like the secret true ending?
like kind of.
I mean, he's in the end.
What is Germ?
Germ is
turtle guy.
I think he's a bird.
Yeah, he's a bird.
I'm pretty sure he's a bird.
I mean,
He has a beak.
he lives
Yeah.
in the forest.
Which
Germ-
turtles have?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You
That's a thought. What? That doesn't look like a turtle
No,
at all.
I in my head. I only
Okay.
saw him once.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Germ is
Yeah, he's totally
one of
fucking
the
bird.
one of the
just
characters. Yeah, he's kind of there. He watches band practice.
Yeah.
He like hangs around you guys, but not like hangs with you.
Is he
guys.
like
If
a
you-
druggie or something?
No,
Why is
he's
he
just
just
a-
sit in the
I
corner and
don't
watch?
know. I
He
don't know.
just
I was leaning
exists.
towards
Yeah.
druggy at one point because he like hangs out with the drifters. If you go past the diner, you get to the old grocery store, and sometimes he's there, and sometimes he's talking with like a bunch of the people who are like hop off the train and just kind of chill there and
that's
like
cool.
talk about each other. But like the way that they were designed, I was like, these people are absolutely drug addicts.
Yep.
But you can have a thing with Germ, and in it you jump off the bridge and have a very nihilistic conversation about the fact that people don't give a shit if you don't live in town and could literally drown.
Nice. Pat, final
What?
thoughts on Night in the Woods. Thank you for your enlightening dialogue.
You're welcome.
I will end our Night in the Woods discussion with this. It is so 100% like so fucking accurate of May's parents to like fucking leave her at the train station because they thought she was coming the next night.
Yeah. Wait.
Like-
Before we
Like it's not like out of a place of like, oh, we fucking hate you. It's just like, we forgot about you for like a minute, and it's like, yeah, my parents do that consistently.
But before we end this,
Yeah.
so the janitor, you see him at the very beginning. Of the
Yeah.
game, and you see him
Yes.
at the very end of the game.
Yeah.
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 Did he have any importance, or
I
was
have-
he just?
I have no
I
clue.
only saw him twice.
I was honestly expecting him to be like, oh, and this is God. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I had that feeling too.
Hinting at religious aspects the
Yeah.
entire fucking time,
Like-
and then
Yeah.
just didn't.
I wish they did more with him because he seemed very interesting.
Like, it was just weird. Like
Yeah.
it's just weird that they
He was
put
just
this guy
kinda
right
there.
at the beginning when you're going insane.
Yep.
Then right at the end when you're going insane. You see him twice.
Yep.
Both times you're going insane, and they do fucking nothing with him.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's really weird.
It's probably go to the Night in the Woods Reddit. There's the guy with the theory that's just like, yeah, no, you're right. He
Theory.
actually was
he
God.
actually was God.
Yeah, that's why he shows up both times. He's cleaning up your problems.
Clean up the problems, fixing the door to your soul just for soda.
Yeah, because he's fixing a door. Both times he's fixing a door.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
he's fixing the doors on the bookends of your life in that phase.
They have something.
Damn.
There's something
of your chakras.
All right.
With that thing.
Let us do something real quick in editing. Okay, I did it. This is our question segment.
What you do?
You'll find out. If you got to listen to this week's podcast, I'm not going to tell you.
Music?
Shh.
We have transition music.
Spoilers. Although I guess they would have heard it at this point.
Yeah, we didn't ruin anything for them. Just ourselves.
Spoilers, we do have transition music.
Oh,
Once again,
cool.
composed
Did
by
Tiffany make it?
Tiffany, yeah.
Hey.
It's a little bit different of a
Guzma.
style from our bookending music, but I like it a lot still. It's very chill. All right.
I dig chill.
We're going to start with our Facebook questions.
Oh, God.
Who is your video game wife or husband? Not who you'd fuck, but who you'd want to settle down with. From Sydney.
I wrote this question. I
Wrote
don't have an
this
answer
last
yet.
This was a question from last week that we didn't get to because we had a literal 2-hour podcast.
Yeah.
It's 9:30, just so we have a gauge on time.
Also,
Yeah.
death means nothing. If your character died, they're magically alive.
Okay, cool.
Interesting. Let me think about every game I played. So the first quick things off the top of my head, Calden from Masquerada.
Yeah.
He is my actual husband. Who else? I could totally... Siegmeyer doesn't seem like he'd be pretty stable.
I don't know if I have one.
I should probably think about women.
It's all right, Greg.
Whoops.
Your secret's safe with us and our 10 listeners.
Women in video games.
To be fair, there aren't a lot of dynamic ones.
Yeah.
That's a discussion for another time.
When we have more time.
When we have more time.
I'm blanking on games.
Who?
What have I played recently?
Mad Mary Bayonetta. Like 10 million.
I feel like I wouldn't want to tie her down.
I
Like, she can't.
I think
I'd
she'd
still
be
let her-
tying you
Yeah, I
down.
would
Yeah.
still let her do
Okay, yeah.
I'd still let her do fucking
my.
everything. I would just ask, like, hey, could you tell me about the time you went to hell and stuff? That sounds really cool.
No,
I
you
was
would.
just sitting at my desk all
you.
day. I really like you. Can you
would-
marry me?
You would
She'd
literally. You
say
would
no
literally
and then
be.
stomp your stomp on
I'd
you.
be fine with that.
You would literally just be like the fat guy from the first game who's just like, he's just being thrown around like he's in the car and it's like, you're just like, I love you, honey.
I'd totally be fine with that. As long as I could be in Bayonetta's presence and call her my wife
Damn.
and be fine with everything.
All right.
Pat, do you have an
Very strongly
answer?
about
No.
Okay. I feel like I have one, but it's 100% someone I just want to fuck.
Hey, sometimes that's who you
No,
marry.
it's not Gladio.
Sometimes
I'm
that's who
just
you
saying
marry.
it's
You know?
very embarrassing.
Just
All
say
right.
it.
I mean, it would have been fine if you didn't maybe lead in with the fucking part.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't have been.
Well, now you got me curious. Women. I think that's not even a good answer. I was gonna say Daisy. As in,
From Mario?
She's been
Yeah, what about Velma?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Velma.
Velma's
Velma's
a character in the Scooby-Doo video games.
Yeah, Velma's my actual first waifu. Before I knew what a waifu was. But not Daisy because she's a fucking psycho. And,
Okay,
and that's
fair.
that's my kink. Oh.
We're finding out things about each other
Yeah,
tonight.
apparently, like I'm into men and I like crazy women.
That's fair.
I can't even. I'm like struggling to think of video games.
Me
That's this
too,
one.
honestly.
Dark Souls.
Now I've been thinking a lot about Dark Souls. Maybe Quelana. She teaches you pyromancies.
Oh, 100% Lady Maria
Fire
from
Emblem.
Bloodborne.
Ooh, Charlotte. Charlotte from fucking Conquest.
She's in the DLC,
She's in the
right?
clock tower, yeah.
Okay.
100%. I would wife her up.
No, she's in the clock tower.
So Adam and I have this theme going on where
Deanna's
clock
not
towers.
romantically
Clock
involved
tower,
with
yeah.
Cogsworth.
Yeah. We're super into clock towers, apparently.
Yeah, I'm super into that steampunk vibe he's giving us.
All right, I would pick a support Xander. So specifically the Xander from supports, not the one from the story. And this one might be, because there's been like reports of Fates having like translation problems, and this is one of the biggest example, or like the most obvious examples, is how different a character Xander is in his supports than he is in the actual story. The story is a fucking dumbass, evil asshole, and in the supports he's just like the most sweet and powerful man in the world with strong arms. I'm women.
I really have a very strong arms.
I'd marry Crom.
Oh, okay, all right.
And John Marston.
Yeah, Crom is like Xander's like
From
Crom.
Red Dead.
Oh, okay.
All soundless 10 minutes you spent with him.
I mean, my other one is Biker from Hotline Miami.
No, that's right.
That's the embarrassing one.
Oh God.
Yeah, give me those pixels
Yeah,
and that teal hair,
And that
the teal
fucking
greasy
insane
hair.
murderer.
Yeah. You know what kind of aesthetic I'm into.
Bayonetta is a murderer too.
Is there a
Man,
lady
I'm not happy
Koopa?
with any of these.
Synthwave.
Is there a lady
Yeah.
Koopa?
I mean, that would be just for the sex, just like the raw sex. There's no love there.
Oh, okay.
Lady Koopa.
All right, gotcha.
What
about
Wendy?
Bowser?
Ow.
Wendy.
Like from like Wendy's?
Koopa.
Oh, no.
I mean, she's a child.
Nicki Minaj? No.
Wendy Koopa.
No, thank you. She's a Koopa
Why would
Lane.
you even? I know who it is. Why would you suggest that?
Because he said wife Koopa.
No.
And that's a close
She's
second
not wife
to it.
Koopa. She
No,
is
she is.
little child Koopa
Is
trying
she?
on
She's not a
grandma's heels and
child.
pearls.
She's not a child.
I don't actually know how the Koopa aging system works. It could be that Bowser's just fucking large and like Koopas. Because if you think about it, the Koopa Troopas are about the same size as the Koopa Lanes.
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
So maybe Bowser's just like a fucking freak. That's why he keeps lashing out.
Yeah.
All right.
I would probably also marry Link from Twilight Princess. He seems very
Specifically from
gentle.
Twilight Princess?
Yes.
That's
Because
Do you
oddly
want the
specific.
wolf
Very
edition?
different. Every Link is very different.
No, because I'm not a fucking
Oh hell
furry.
yeah! Give me a wolf Link.
While we're talking about Twilight Princess, I would 100% marry Midna.
Yeah, I was gonna say Minda's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Is
Like,
that the
I'm into-
fairy thing that follows you?
Yeah, but like in
Alright.
her human form, Pat.
She has a
She-
human
she-
form.
Yes.
in her
Yes.
Twilight form.
In her
You're
Twilight
probably
form,
thinking of
which looks
something
very
else.
human, which is why she
Yeah.
Fairy Time,
that thing.
which is why
Oh,
she
okay.
was the
Now
next
pull up the
successor
human
to the
form
throne.
pic.
I wouldn't really.
Because they picked the most
Fairy,
human-looking
but-
Tully.
It's not
I don't know what the
the
fuck it
tiny
is.
one that follows you around.
I never
Yeah.
got to that far.
I'd marry the fuck out of Urbosa.
My
for
save
the
got
for the
deleted.
same
Oh
reasons.
my
I
God.
would marry Bayonetta.
Yes,
Because,
I'd marry Urbosa.
She's really fucking cool, and I'd probably just be sitting there while she does all cool things.
I wouldn't, contrary to like the rest of the entire fucking internet, I would not marry Sidon because I would get very tired of his positivity.
I wouldn't want
I
to
got
smell
tired
like
of his
fish.
positivity within 5 minutes.
You'd be allergic
What's
to
Sidon? Is that
yourself.
something from Breath of the Wild?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, he's the
fish
Zora dude.
Have you seen him?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd
the
marry
fish dude.
Rosalina.
He's really positive. That sounds like me.
Yeah.
I'd marry Sheik.
I feel like family
Chic Zelda,
trips would be
whoever- whatever
fucking
you
lit.
Rosalina?
Yeah.
I would be.
Yeah, I'm not happy with any of my answers. Maybe I'll come back and
I'm
just.
happy with mine too.
I'm not
Also
happy with one
Samus.
of mine.
Yeah,
I'd marry the
Samus.
hell out of Samus for the same reasons I would marry Urbosa.
Adam likes strong women.
Yes, he is the sub. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with being a sub. I'm not one, but anyway,
Anywho.
This is gonna be fucking. I'm just gonna like 3 hours later.
we're gonna be like, this was the first section of the Lifecast and closed. Unless you have more to say, then we'll close it after that.
Nah, I'm just like, nah, I got nothing.
So this was, in fact, people who we'd fuck who happen to have a good personality,
That's
or
totally-
No,
or a shitty
Or
personality.
like you just come back to fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, the
I mean,
only
you
Peter
fuck people
fucking-
you marry, so you know.
Yeah.
Like
the only, I mean, my only answer was Daisy in that regard. All the other ones were very loving. I don't remember what they were at this point, besides Calden and
Velma.
Velma.
From the Scooby-Doo games.
specifically from Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase.
Oh yeah, that.
All right, and close.
Her skirts. One pixel
Wow, what a great
shorter
place to
now.
end.
Yeah. What a great place to end that segment. Next question from Colin W. Berry. With GameStop closing 200 plus stores nationwide, do you think it's because of the competition from Amazon or just gamers getting sick of their BS? I think it's a little bit of both.
It's a little bit of both.
I
think
think
it's a
it's
little bit both.
digital.
Yeah,
honestly think
That's
it-
what I
digital
thought
games,
immediately.
I don't think it has anything to do with
I think-
their BS.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I
Their
do
BS
kind
is very
of.
avoidable.
There's also
Yeah.
no incentive to buy physical anymore. Like, nobody really does pre-order bonuses. There isn't really anything, like, special. Like,
Yeah, no
you
one
get
puts
special editions every once in a while, but even those are, like,
Unless you're getting
sell out
something,
super fast.
And people get them online too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
unless you're getting some physical, there's no really reason to pre-order anyways.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
one really
So
No. I
does anything special for their releases.
No.
I think it's entirely because of the changing market of the industry rather than going to a store and saying no to, I don't want to pre-order that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty open and closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 100%. The market's changing,
Yeah.
and they're gonna be forced to adapt.
Yeah.
Which they've already taken steps. They've opened
Yeah.
like their own like studio recently,
Yeah,
and
they're totally trying.
At risk of sounding like an asshole, much like Radio Shack.
Yeah.
The industry's moving on.
Yeah.
Sorry, Colin. I kind of had to there. Next up from Brad Castellinuovo. Not a question, but send Colin birthday wishes.
Please do.
Yeah, today, Tuesday, as we're recording this, it is Colin's birthday. Is also another friend's birthday who I will not say on the air because they get very jumpy about birthdays, and I want to respect that.
Happy birthday, Colin.
Colin's answer. We have two answers from our guests. From Sydney's question. Colin's was Elena Fisher, and Brad's was Iris from Final Fantasy 15.
I looked up Iris. She looks like she's 16.
Oh my. Close.
I know what Elena Fisher looks like. She's a woman. Iris is a child.
Elena's
One
badass.
more question on Facebook from Darian Arzate. If you could add a feature or mode into any game, what would be and why? I don't know.
I read this one earlier, and
Yep.
I got nothing. Even with 2 hours of prep.
Yeah.
I would love to have a model viewer for Bloodborne.
Or like a
A
shot
model
camera that you
viewer.
can set up.
Yeah, a model viewer.
Yeah.
Maybe even like you can have little like it's like a diorama like in Guilty Gear. So Guilty Gear has this like really in-depth diorama system where you can like you can like change the color of the toys and
cool.
like put them in like different backgrounds and stuff and take pictures from different angles.
I think a good picture mode in any game with like just nice models
Yeah.
is something I'd like to see.
Specifically for Bloodborne because it's so like hectic and fast, so you can't really
Yeah.
get a good look at them.
You don't have
And
time
they're
to
so
appreciate it.
grotesque and awful that I kind of want to just like look at them, close up, far away.
It is really the true nature of Eldritch horror. It's so bad that you can't look away. It's so appalling. You just got to keep looking at it.
This isn't so much like a new feature. I just want to bring it back. I want like mini games within games. Because the one that keeps coming back to me is fucking Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, where the Poffin game, and you just had to stir it back and forth to the rhythm.
Yeah.
I wasted so many hours of my life just making fucking Poffins.
Well, let me tell you about Zelda Breath of the Wild. You could waste all your time doing shrines and not touch the main quest for several
But I have
hours.
to buy a Switch.
Or Wii.
Or Wii U.
I own a Wii U, but I don't want to buy fucking Zelda.
Well, that'll do it.
It looks like we've solved the problem.
I would do that, but I don't want to play it.
Do we have any other entries into this question?
Fucking nothing.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What's his name?
Darian.
I'm sorry,
Me.
Darian.
what about third-person Overwatch?
I just make Genji really good.
That'd just be Warframe, but Overwatch themed.
Which is why Genji would be so good, because he's just an Overwatch character.
That'd just be the
Fucking Warframe
spectator view,
character.
but constant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to look at Widowmaker's hips the entire time.
Yeah, they need
I wanna
need
see
better
her
model
go
animation
above
for.
her fucking back. And she strides.
I don't want to see her ass activate as her visor does. Visor down, sniper scoped, ass out.
Unfortunately, removed from Route 66.
Yeah, I don't understand why the walking animations are so bad in the game.
Gross.
Yeah.
Because you
don't have to
nasty.
look at them. Like,
Yeah,
I
I-
imagine they could have cleaned them up more.
Yeah, I get that. Like, and at first I was like, yeah, because it's first person. Like, you have to watch your friends play. Like,
Yeah.
so, and then sometimes you watch the Widowmaker walk, and usually you don't because she's jumping around or whatever. But like, I don't know, you just gotta get
Her
into position.
jump animation is jank too.
Yeah.
It's definitely better than a fucking walk.
Thank you for that representation.
I didn't jump and my feet were under the table, so my representation was not appreciated.
Yeah, it's
Do we have any questions on Twitter?
Yeah, we
Yes,
got
we
three
got-
questions from Twitter. One from Amber. What's a better superpower, super speed or telepathy?
Neither. I
Telepathy.
want neither of those.
Speed.
I discussed this very briefly. I wouldn't want telepathy because I wouldn't want to know my own insecurities are real and other people's thoughts.
I want telepathy because then I can pretend to be God.
yeah, that'd be pretty. Like, there's a part of me.
That sounds fun.
There's a part of me that like would be interested in telepathy, at least for a short amount of while, just to see how actually fucked up everyone is in the head.
Yeah.
And sort of like have that humble you in a way. Because I'm sure like all of us have like really fucked up thoughts at some time or one another. And it'd be nice to see that other people are just as fucking psycho as you.
Or more. So
or more
that
so.
would scare me.
It's comforting.
You'd
you
have
know?
to like pick your victims carefully.
I'd pick everyone. I'd do it more for like surveying, just to sort of see. Like,
survey says?
Yeah, survey says. like how many people are fucked? And I'd be curious.
Would it be something that's always on, or can you be like, okay, I want you?
I think you would
super
go like
speed
this.
wouldn't be always on either.
Yeah.
That'd be awful. What if you have restless leg syndrome?
No, but like honestly, super speed every fucking day of the week.
I
would get like, imagine if like, we're finished the podcast, nigga, I'm home.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Shit.
You'd have run
dope.
the stabbers.
Can I like pick per day? It's like I'm waking up in the morning. It's like, okay, I think telepathy would be a little more useful today.
Nah, you have to commit. You have to commit to these what ifs.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, then I'd commit to telepathy.
My biggest problem with what if questions are people trying to like game the what if questions. Like,
Yeah.
no, we all know what the what if is supposed to mean.
Yeah.
No, I'm just. This one isn't so bad because it's two good things. But sometimes they'll be like, what if you could do this, but this happens? Like, I would use that to cheat that. It's like, nigga, that defeats the whole point of the question. Why would I ask you the question if there's not going to be a downside? Like, sorry, that's
It happens though.
We got a question from Wasabi. Did everyone give an answer, by the way?
Yeah, I said speed.
Speed. I'm the only one that picked telepathy. Okay.
I don't want.
You guys are all getting your thoughts read.
That's fine.
It's the
Once
most
I figure it
useful.
out, I'll kill you instantly.
Me?
And then no one will know
Oh,
who
yeah,
did it.
you're right.
Because there's like 8 people with super
still-
speed.
Still picking telepathy.
No one will be able to tell if it was me or if it was one of you guys.
Wait, what if we could run so fast that rain wouldn't affect us? We'd go so
Or
many
rain,
more.
rain would hit you in a sheet, and you'd be like, "I fucking hate this."
Yeah, probably worse. We'd be like slamming into the rain as it comes down.
But
sort
we
of
could go
clearing
to
a
so
path.
many more different places for dinner.
Who have,
It'd be so good.
You just have to walk a little bit more.
the more people
I
who
don't
have
like
speed,
Like, we go on
the less
Foodler and be like,
speed
oh, it's
force there
3
is
miles
for the people
away.
to access,
Fucking
the
go.
slower we move.
I mean, that's if you're using DC speedsters. You're right.
Okay. A question from Wasabi, because we're gonna get way too into this. Do you prefer a long car ride or a short plane ride?
Long car ride.
Long car ride.
Long car ride.
I've only been in the plane once when I was a kid, and no one properly prepared me for my ears popping, so
Yeah.
it hurt really, really bad, and I was crying the whole time.
Yeah.
But I can only chew so much fucking gum in a plane ride.
I mean, plane rides aren't that bad.
Plane rides aren't that
For
bad
me,
when you're
at
an
least.
adult and your ears don't pop as much.
Yeah.
Great. I haven't been on a plane ride in like fucking.
Yeah.
6 years.
I have
So
a
it probably
fresh
wouldn't be very-
memory.
yeah.
What-
Probably
what-
wouldn't be very bad
What
anymore.
denotes a short plane ride?
Like probably an hour.
Okay, so not the one
An
I
hour
took
to
over
3?
the Atlantic Ocean.
An hour to 3, yeah.
I took one from New York to here once because there's a fucking layover from Florida.
Gross.
Why? Oh, wait, not. I mean, like,
Because there was I had no control over the layover.
that was a dumb question to ask.
Call him Jet Blue.
Like you
Hey,
just
remember
said.
this plane ride a decade ago? Why did we
Oh, yes. Actually, I was there.
Yeah, I was the pilot. I got moved to customer support. My name's Greg. Nice to meet you.
God damn it, Greg. You're always chasing me
With
around.
4 G's.
The co-pilot
Two
was
at the
Keith.
beginning and 2 at the end.
The
Co-pilot is Greg.
Greg could go.
Yeah, the shortest one I've been, it was like 45 minutes, and it was hell because my ears were done popping, and then they started because we were going down again. I'm like,
That sucks. I like long car rides because this is honestly something that I found out literally flying back from Puerto Rico. But you can choose. You can decide. There is a finite amount of how clean your car can be. You don't have that kind of control on an airplane.
No.
I didn't have this experience.
Like, our flight was also at like 5 in the fucking morning.
Gross.
So I was wearing even clothes that I had worn all day the day before and slept in. It was probably caked with dry shampoo. I forgot to brush my teeth until I got home and used my actual toothbrush. Man, when you go, you can just take a car ride. You have to plan your life around an airplane ride.
My experience with the planes are very weird because I just realized I've only taken 3 flights in my entire life.
Yeah.
And one of them was from Boston to Florida, and that was supposed to take 3 hours, and it took 8 because of layovers.
Oh.
And it was right
So
after
you were not in the air for 8 hours.
no.
Okay.
that took forever because it was right after 9/11,
God.
and
Oh,
I
God.
was like 6, and I had metal in my shoes, and I took off my shoes too slowly. So they were like yelling at me, and my mom was like livid. But then I flew from Boston to Bermuda, which is like an hour and a half, and then I flew from Boston to Switzerland, which is not an hour and a half. But I didn't mind that. I can sleep pretty much fucking
I
anywhere.
can sleep on planes.
But I vote car ride, if only for the fact of like you can get up.
Yeah, you can stop.
You can pull over.
You can like have whatever snacks you want.
play
You don't have to
music
pay
aloud.
extra for
yeah,
good snacks.
you can play music and like I don't know. I associate cars with like good times and friends, or at least times when I don't want to actually murder my family.
Oh,
Planes
me
is like
too.
you don't have any control over who you sit next to. You might sit next to somebody who takes up both the armrests and insists on going to the bathroom every 20 minutes.
Let me tell you a story. So we were coming back. We were coming back from Puerto Rico, and I was the one with the single seat in my family. Bye, Pat.
Bye.
Oh,
Pat has to leave because he has to catch a bus.
I don't want to pay extra to park.
Yeah, that's fine. I understand.
Don't unplug that.
Unplug
That'd be
that?
a great can stop sharing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That makes sense. Oh shit.
I guess we'll never get Pat's answer for this question, but I don't think you have one.
Die.
For what?
Planes or cars?
I think he already said cars.
Yeah,
Pat
he
says cars.
Everyone's answered except me because I'm still trying to decide. Because it's been so long since I've
Okay.
been on the
Bye,
plane.
Pat. Get home safely.
Bye, Pat.
I feel
See you
like
tomorrow.
I wouldn't mind a plane, but like a short plane ride seems not worth it at that point. Because you have to go through bag check. You have to go through customs depending sometimes.
Yeah.
You have to deal with luggage and bullshit. Cars, like, you chuck it in the back and you just go.
Yeah, but real quick, I had the single seat on my family's trip to Puerto Rico, and there was someone sitting next to me. There was someone sitting next to me whose girlfriend was in the seat behind me, and she taps me on the shoulder. She says, "Hey, do you want to like switch seats so I can sit next to my boyfriend?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. I don't care." My fucking father, right? He points to the seat next to my mom and is like, "You're sitting there."
Oh.
Instead of like his single seat 2 rows removed from my family. Like fucking my parents couldn't be adults and sit next to each other in silence for 4 hours.
You can watch movies on planes.
I read an entire book.
I just watched the total of like, I think 8 movies during both my flights.
I think the year Juno came out, we went to Puerto Rico, and I watched it on the plane back up, and I got in trouble for it.
Oh, that's
You
a
know,
great movie, though.
my dad got mad at me for watching Juno too, as well.
Because my dad was like, "You shouldn't know what sex is. You're 12."
Basically.
Yeah. It's like,
great movie.
I know what happens. Like, I have a period by now.
I watched
2
that,
podcasts now. We've talked about periods.
I watched that movie and I was like 18 and my dad was pissed. I'm like, oh fucking why?
18? Like, at that point, whatever.
Exactly.
All right. Final question from
What?
Rotisserie Shithead.
Rotisserie shithead?
Oh, is that
That's such a
Julia
great
now?
Yeah, that's Julia.
It's Julia.
It's Julia. I fucking love her Twitter names. What's something really popular that really annoys you? And I'm about to piss literally everybody off but Harry Potter. It's been 10 years. Read another book, please.
Yeah, obviously the Kingdom Hearts one.
Yeah, Kingdom
That's
Hearts
the main
and
one.
Doctor Who.
No, Doctor Who.
One Star Trek. Minus
Star
the
Trek
new,
doesn't,
I
like,
just really
annoy
want to
me.
piss Kennedy off.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I actually don't hate Star Trek.
It's only like popular amongst like Kennedy and like people.
I just
over
really want to
40.
piss Kennedy
Yeah.
off. Star Trek's garbage.
No, I am dead fucking serious about Harry Potter. It has literally been 10 years. Read another piece of literature, please. I get that they're fantastic books, but there comes a point where we have to leave that in the past and just look fondly on it as a memory.
I hate a lot of Marvel movies.
Me too.
Yeah,
I
was
haven't
gonna
seen
say.
most of them.
I was gonna say like that's the reason I don't like them is because since they make the tone so consistent and the same. It's like, oh sure, they made them all feel like they're in the same universe or whatever, but it makes me have zero qualms about missing any of them because they're all flat and boring. There's no permanence. No one's gonna die.
Speaking
nothing
of
like that.
flat and boring, fucking La La Land.
Never saw it. But
I haven't
everybody
seen
likes
it yet.
Flat and boring.
Oh, I like musicals.
The music's good.
I do like
I
Emma
did
Stone.
not
It's
not
pretty great.
enjoy staring at Emma Stone, like searching parts of my soul that I wasn't comfortable with her searching for 2.5 hours. I also didn't think that it was Ryan Gosling's best performance. Why is a white man trying to save Jazz? Why does Jazz need saving?
I mean,
there's so many fucking questions I have about La La
I
Land.
know that's really about. This sounds good now.
I mean, Jazz is great. That's why I need save.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, but
not by white
but
people.
not by white men.
I mean, that's a very common trend is white people saving the world. But
yeah, but like it's false. They just kill things.
I'm trying to think of more things that I despise.
What else?
Attack on Titan.
I used to like Attack on Titan.
I remember.
I'm glad I turned around. I'm so glad I turned around on that.
Yeah, but it has such. Yeah, obviously has its problems, but like the highs in that show are like really fucking high.
Yeah.
Like,
and then the rest of it is just like a little trash fire.
The fucking scene.
Only a little one.
For those whatever all the scouts die of like the scout team.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Levi's team.
Yeah.
Yeah. That got me.
And then fucking. And he lands for like 45 minutes. He's like,
yeah.
And the music goes.
I think season 2 is coming this summer.
It's coming like in a couple weeks. It's a spring anime.
It's so good.
Damn, all right.
He's landing.
No, I watched it in the summer.
He lands for like 10 seconds, guys.
League of Legends / most MOBAs.
Okay, fair.
I don't get them.
I mean, they're relatively challenging games with very high skill caps where you work as a team. It's a lot of fun to play.
I don't enjoy them.
I like watching them.
I like playing Heroes of the Storm because I just click and everyone benefits.
Communism.
Also CS:GO.
I don't get
the appeal of it.
It's just it's like the
it looks actually pretty dirty.
It's like this fucking hard ass complicated. If you die, it's your fucking fault. Like,
I don't want to feel that way.
I love the hell.
I mean, I feel that way in Overwatch, and it's literally because I suck and I can't aim. Why would I transition into another game where aiming actually matters?
I don't like playing CS:GO, but like
CS:GO
is the esport.
Yeah, like just watching it is so fucking clean.
I appreciate that.
Everything makes sense. Like it's so like the design of that game is so fucking clean.
I love the hell out of CS, but not to play.
Playing it is a bit rough.
It's hard.
I can't figure it out.
Hard
I know it's supposed to be really consistent, but like there are times where it's like I shot a guy, he died in one hit. I shot him again 100 times, and he took like 10 damage. Yeah. And like I was still trying to figure that out after like 20 hours.
Yeah, because I can't aim in video games, I will probably never play CS:GO, much to the chagrin of my cousin, who has been trying to get me to play CS:GO for 3 years now.
Yeah.
What is popular that I do not like?
Sorry, Nicholas, if you're listening to this, I am not playing CS:GO ever.
21 Pilots.
Yeah.
And the Chainsmokers.
Oh yeah, I guess I could say the vast majority
hold
of
on a minute.
music.
Hold on a minute.
Please don't play closer.
I'm not gonna play closer.
Yeah, I guess I could. I mean, this isn't a revolutionary thing, but I don't like the vast majority of music that's on the radio.
Yeah.
I like the vast majority of music.
I'm gonna read you.
I'm very, very picky when it comes to music.
I saw your post in Fun Chat earlier.
So, baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your tractor that I know you love to drive, but bite the ear corn off your counter. Pull the wheat right out the soil over the acres you inherit from your caring farmer father. We ain't ever out of season. We ain't ever out of season. I've been thinking about that all day.
This is a thought I've had recently, but I don't really know if it's like a thing that we'd call like by definition. I just really hate Triforce t-shirts. Like I just really fucking
like the
hate.
Triangle from Zelda.
Yeah, the Triforce, the yellow Triforce on green t-shirt.
Fucking despise just like a regular ass Triforce t-shirt.
Do you also hate the hats?
Yeah.
Oh,
I hate most Triforce memorabilia.
I think I draw the line at tattoos. Like that can be pretty well done, but like the shirts often have no depth.
Yeah.
And like no real effort put into them. It's just like, oh yeah, people like Legend of Zelda. I can make money off of this. And then they rub their hands together like the fucking weasel they are.
I have two answers. Well, actually, I only have one answer, but I'm gonna bring up something I hate real quick.
Okay.
I hate round ovular head Pikachu. There is specifically this Pikachu that only appears in merchandising when they're trying to like make some money. There's this weird Pikachu and his head is like ovular.
I think I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I don't think I do.
I think I do.
Yeah, I don't like him because
I don't want to look up oval Pikachu on Google because
shows up
it's
during
not
merchandising.
oval. Just look up like Pikachu memorabilia.
Yeah, and he only shows up there. That's probably why I don't like him because he's only about making money. Yeah. But the actual thing I hate, the actual popular thing I hate is Overwatch.
I've been feeling that way lately too.
Not even because like I'm playing it and it's getting boring or whatever, but like from the beginning, this is not news. You've heard me be negative about it the whole time.
Yeah.
Is the people's sort of fascination with these very not characters, these sort of uninteresting blank slates, these sort of hollow husks that aren't really characters.
That happen to be kind of a little bit diverse.
Yeah, and so people, and then people.
This Pikachu.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, that
It's
fucking
the
Pikachu,
rounded head.
the rounded head Pikachu.
He's totally all about the money.
He only shows up for merchandising.
No, you're right. Now that I think about it,
I don't like him, man. He's not the real Pikachu.
He's rubbing.
Yeah, he's fucking rubbing.
His hands.
I hate one because like I was just sort of thinking, I was like, who do I actually genuinely like in Overwatch? And I was like, Zenyatta because he's a Buddhist.
A
and
chill
Buddhists
ass
are
robot.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Buddhists are dope. I like Winston because he's like one of the 3 actual characters in the game. Like he has a personality and you know what he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And like everybody else was just like, they're all interesting. 2, people always talk about the masterful character design. You mean how like 50% of the girls are just wearing the same skin tight leotard?
Yep.
And
the same
in
the
varying
same leggings
colors and the same leggings
with a jacket.
and it just makes me mad because people use words like masterful character design and writing and stuff when they refer to Overwatch characters, and then it makes me look at other actual interesting character designs like stuff in Guilty Gear or like fucking anything else really. League of Legends. Let's talk about League of Legends. The characters in League of Legends are fucking cool. Look at Ivern.
And there's like a million
He's a
of them.
long, lanky tree man. Look at Jinx. Jinx is
Dota as well. They have cool characters.
Dota has some pretty cool characters. I would definitely put League of Legends over Dota.
Definitely, because they focus a lot more on art and stuff like that.
Yeah. But like, just look at League of Legends, and obviously League of Legends it gets tons of praise already, but like, I don't understand what it was about Overwatch in this case that made it blow up so hard.
It's because Blizzard made it.
But like, that's the problem, is that Blizzard has so much lore in its other games, and then this one is just kind of like, French people, British people, elderly people.
Yeah.
I do like Punch-Out like has made me love this sort of like tropey like, oh look, I am person from this land, I have this accent, hello. But like, I don't know, this it just rubs me the wrong way. Maybe it's because like maybe it's because they are actually just husks and it's people just like throwing their fetishes onto the characters and like sort of making up what they're supposed to be, and then Blizzard ran with it like, oh yeah, Mei is totally that. Sure, whatever.
I think I've seen too much fetish art of Overwatch characters
like
for a lifetime.
I feel like people need to keep it in their pants a little bit more. Like I don't like. I obviously you can do whatever you want. We did talk about
fucking on our last podcast,
but
like we don't do that often.
But we didn't make fan art of it.
There's like, I feel like there is a time and place for fucking, which can be a lot of your life, but it shouldn't be everything. Like, I feel like these motherfuckers go home, they like draw Overwatch, they fantasize about it, and like that's all they kind of do. And there's something about that just, I don't know. I don't like being this guy, but I don't like lying to myself either. There's something that doesn't fit, something that don't feel right about it.
No, I absolutely feel like that game does not need the level of praise that it gets.
For character
like,
design anyway.
It is a
or for gameplay, really.
Yeah, like I enjoy it because it's something that I can just play. Yeah. There's no real commitment to it. I'm not attached to the story.
Yeah, because you're not like a diamond rank or anything. You don't have to play every fucking day.
But it's like at the end of the day, it is a multiplayer game that I play with friends.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't need these like lush characters, but people are like, oh my god, it's such deep storytelling and it's so cool.
Like,
and I'm like,
they have a story.
Allow me to direct you to Blizzard's other IPs that actually have lore and character development and story and history over decades.
Like, just look at Hanzo. What is Hanzo's personality? Even after playing the game for a while, I don't understand it. But if you just look at him,
angry Plank, like someone took Plank from Ed and Eddie, eyebrows, and gave him a ponytail, and that's Hanzo.
Like, what is Hanzo? Like, who is he? What does he do?
He's
like,
angry. He's at his brother because he's different.
Yeah, compare that to like League of Legends or Guilty Gear. You look at one of those characters and you get everything they're supposed to be about by just looking at them.
Yeah, I am also very unclear on how the Shimada family works. Are they Yakuza? That's something
Do
I'd
you
like
just want
to clear
everything
up.
to be Yakuza?
Kind
It's
of.
a very good game.
I mean, Hanzo would be a lot more of an interesting character
Yeah,
if he did some
he
fucking
absolutely
karaoke.
Oh my god, maybe I can meet Karaoke Man this weekend again.
Karaoke
It's
man?
Anime Boston.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I
Anime
wanna
Boston is this weekend.
I want to meet Karaoke
Some
Man.
of us are going to be there. I might not be because I have some things to do. I might be there
I won't
Sunday.
be there because I have tastes.
I'm going because it'll get me out
You're
of
on
my
this
house.
podcast.
Yeah.
You're going to have taste.
Well, because I like
Oh,
hanging
shit.
out with my friends.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm cool with not doing it.
Hey, you were being rude earlier.
Oh, I didn't even catch it.
Oh. You'll hear it when you listen back
He
to this
doesn't
I won't
listen
podcast.
to podcasts.
You should. I have like 10 podcasts I listen to, and I still listen to this one every week. It's also my podcast, so I'm a little
I
biased.
thought you meant like you listened to 10 of our podcasts over and over
Yes,
again.
I have a very strict schedule. I listen to episodes 1 through 10 on Mondays, because, Mondays are the shitty day of the week. 2 through 20.
Those were the pre-me days.
11 through 20 on Tuesdays. Kind of as we were working through our first rebranding, reinvention, to give me inspiration for when we podcast on Tuesdays. 21.
With
30.
with that amount of listening, you might have to be listening to one right now. Is that why you have those earbuds in?
Yeah, it's
Well, that was my
Like,
favorite
each
episode.
podcast is like an hour to an hour and a half. That's like
yeah.
it's like 16 hours of your day just fucking gone.
Yep. Goodbye.
That's not accounting food or work.
Luckily.
Well, you can do those. While
Yeah, you can
listening.
do those while you listen to podcasts.
I
That's how
can't.
I've listened to so many, actually, in this past week.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
I have a really bad mind when it comes to multitasking, but I convince myself that I can multitask and do these things.
Okay.
But it doesn't work.
I'm fairly good at multitasking, I think.
I write whatever I'm hearing in my papers.
I do that shit all the time.
Yup.
It's such a problem.
Yep.
Sometimes then I forget what I was gonna say,
Yep.
and then I have to.
I don't listen to podcasts when I write.
I don't write.
You write D&D?
That's not, really writing. That's just,
Wait,
bullet
oh,
points.
I sort of
Okay.
plot.
Don't kill me, but I kind of mentally forgot you were here because I remember you said you were sick and you weren't coming in.
Wait, so
Remember that, too? I was so surprised to see you when I came in today.
It just clicked into my mind wait, Greg's not supposed to be here.
apparently I need to be a lot more specific in my.
Yeah, because
in
we're
my
all
text.
fucking stupid.
Because every single person today was surprised to see me, and then everyone also re-asked me if we were playing D&D, and I specifically the first thing I said was no D&D, might be there tomorrow.
I think whenever I read "might be there tomorrow," I'm like, "Fuck, they're not coming in."
Yeah,
Like, always, it's
No,
like,
it
no,
was
this
just-
is an excuse.
It was just I wasn't sure if I was gonna still be feeling sick the next day. But it was just one of
Yeah.
those one day sicknesses.
Might be there
Gotcha.
tomorrow is the nice thing you say, and then you just don't come up.
Yeah.
No,
It's like-
I am very literal.
It's like when Dave talks to me on Sunday nights when we're doing our weekly Discord or whatever, and he's like, "Yeah, I might be down this week," and I'm like, "You're not. You're not coming in this week."
Maybe I'm just a product of my environment. But
Yeah.
every time I hear maybe, it's no.
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
I am very literal. I mean words I say.
Okay.
I do not have many to choose from, as I am not the brightest bulb. But
You're really getting into that Shadowrun character, huh?
I mean the words I say.
Speaking of D&D, how soon are we gonna have that up? This is our.
Wait
a minute.
You said he wanted to wait. Well, Dan advised having 3 episodes,
All right.
a 3 episode.
Good shit.
so next
Wait
time.
1 minute. Okay, now we're doing our announcement segment real quick. We are working on our D&D thing.
outside.
I'm sorry, you can go
Bounce.
if you need to.
This too.
Damn.
My
All right.
grandfather was, never mind.
If you guys need to bounce, go ahead.
Don't worry,
I'll
it'll just be me and
I'll
Deanna.
speak and pack.
All right. Thank you to everyone who asked us questions. We will put those in the podcast description.
Yep.
We have a Discord server. Thank you for my scarf. We have a Discord server, YouTube channel, Twitter thing, Facebook page, and you can email us questions all time at contact@thelifecast.net. Also, I'll set this up before this podcast goes live, questions@thelifecast.net, so it's a little more streamlined. Next episode of The Code of Conflict is coming out not this coming Sunday, but the one after. And hopefully we will have some bitchin' cover art courtesy of Kennedy Parker. If not for this episode that's coming up, the next one. And I'm very excited about that because you guys get to see what everyone looks like. Finally, Kennedy and I have a new video ARG audio podcast. audio podcast with ARG video component coming out soon. We are still in the planning phases, but we know a name and we have a cover for it. It's called Encrypted. And it's our conspiracy theory podcast. Yes.
It's like cryptids.
It's like encryption, but like cryptids.
Yes.
Yeah.
It has a really good cover.
Yeah. The cover's
So
fucking fantastic.
I don't know how you made that, but I do love it.
I'm so happy with it. Anyway, this has been this week's episode of Lifecast number 56. We'll be back next week with 57. We should probably be doing those podcast numbers at the beginning.
We always do it at the end. I want you to just like cut this at the beginning, just like hard cut, like at the beginning. This is episode 57.
Yeah, we should have like a spoken intro.
Yeah, almost like subliminal, like smoke, smoke. just implant it. Just implant it at periodic points throughout the episode.
Cigarettes are bad. We have to tell them to vape instead.
No, please don't.
Okay. This is episode 56 of the podcast, the podcast, the Lifecast. Thank you everyone for listening. Bye Adam, bye Sydney. They're bouncing because their rides are here. Mine is here also. We need to pack up.
All right.
I
don't have rides.
Bye. See you. That's it.